Hey guys, welcome to Buki's Kitchen Muse. On today's episode, I'm going to show you how to flip your day-old rice into an amazing fried rice. It's been said before that a day-old rice is better for fried rice, and I quite agree. It gives it a really nice texture. And if you want to learn how I make this fried rice, keep watching. Growing up for us, well for me, was food wastage was a no-no in the house, and I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. You cannot waste your food. If you can't finish it, my mom will tell you, wrap it up and you're coming back to it either later that day or the next day. So because of that, I always had to find a way to transform the things I had left over, and I used to try as much as possible not to have food left over, because of course they would force you to eat as much as you can. So that has been the inspiration for this. I had some leftover white rice and I thought I'll show you guys how to transform that white rice into an amazing fried rice. For this recipe, we're going to need 3 cups of cooked rice leftover from yesterday, half a cup of carrots, half a cup of sweet corn, half a cup of cooking oil, some spring onions, a 1/4 cup chopped onions, 2 eggs, and 1/4 cups red and green peppers. Now some liver, some salt, some stock cubes, teaspoon of thyme, teaspoon of curry, and I'm going to use some of this nutmeg. This is cooked like you would cook your normal fried rice. It's just that I have a few new ingredients that I'm going to add that I don't use in my regular fried rice recipe. So the first thing I want to do is put the oil in the pan. When the oil is hot, I add in the onions. Fry this for about a minute. Then next I add the carrots. I do this in order of which vegetable cooks quicker. Obviously I'm going to fry the onions first in the oil. Then I put the carrots in next because they're tougher than the rest of them. I cook it for about 30 seconds to a minute before I add in the other vegetables. Be careful not to overcook, because it would lose the nutrients obviously when you overcook your vegetables. Next I'm going to add the liver so that it would get a nice coating on it before the rice comes in. Next I add the red pepper and the green pepper. Fry this for a few seconds, 20 to 30. And then I add the seasoning, the stock cubes, some salt, and the thyme and curry powder. So next I'm going to fry my eggs in the other pan while the vegetables are cooking. So I'll transfer the eggs in another bowl because that one's really small. Add some water. I'll just scramble this quickly once it starts to set. I've turned off the heat, in fact, because the pan is really hot and they don't need a long time to cook. Once this is done, I'll just set it aside and then continue with the fried rice. Next, I'm going to add in the rice. So you want to break up the lumps and stir it properly so that each grain is nicely coated in the vegetable mix. I'm going to turn down the heat now and cover the pan and let the rice heat up for about a minute. And now add the rest of the ingredients, the rest of the vegetables. I'm stirring this occasionally so that it doesn't burn. The rice is cooked, it doesn't need to be recooked, you just need it to heat through with the rest of the vegetables. So I'll keep stirring this until I'm sure the rice is heated through. So next I'll add my sweet corn and my spring onions and also the eggs. And then I'll stir. So in the last minute before I turn off the heat, I just grate some of the nutmeg in. This gives it a really rich flavor. So everything's well combined now. The rice is hot, the vegetables are mixed, and the nutmeg is cooked a little bit. I'll plate it now and show you what it looks like. I hope you guys will try out this recipe. Don't ever let your leftover white rice go to waste. There's no need for it to waste. You can make this sumptuous meal with it. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram, on Snapchat, and on Twitter at The Kitchen Muse. Thank you. Bon appetit.